Everyone talks about Disneyland, but Disney's best rides are just across the street. California Adventure is the place where you can fly with the Avengers, race through Radiator Springs, and get soaked in a mountain river. So today, we're counting down the top 10 rides and attractions at Disney California Adventure. Stick around to the end, because the #1 spot is absolutely scintillating. Let's start with something most first-timers accidentally skip: the Animation Academy. Tucked inside the Hollywoodland Animation Building, this attraction is pure Disney magic. The lobby is surrounded by massive projection walls looping through decades of Disney animation. One moment, Ariel swims across the ceiling. The next, Elsa conjures a snowstorm that swirls around the room. Deeper inside is the Animation Academy, where a real Disney artist takes the stage. Giant screens light up with step-by-step sketches as the instructor guides everyone through drawing Mickey, Olaf, or Stitch. It's not a thrill ride, but it's one of the park's most heartwarming low-key gems. Next, let's head to Monstropolis. This dark ride takes you straight into the world of Monsters, Inc., with a full retelling of the movie through practical sets, animatronics, and the classic door warehouse finale that still blows kids' minds. You board a yellow taxi, headlights flickering, and roll through glowing city streets lined with neon monsters and shop signs straight out of the movie. As sirens blare, Mike and Sulley appear around every corner, and animatronics move in sync with the film's dialogue. Boo giggles from the back seat as you race past the sushi restaurant and into the legendary door warehouse, where hundreds of suspended doors swing overhead in a dizzying maze of color. It all ends with Roz glaring from her control booth, muttering something sarcastic about your driving. It lasts just a few minutes, but the ride's visuals look like they're lifted right out of Pixar's original frames. Dominating the center of the park is a mountain shaped like a giant bear head. Grizzly River Run is an 8-person raft adventure that winds through roaring white water surrounded by pine trees, mist, and carved rock formations. Once you set off, the raft spins through tunnels and waterfalls, bouncing past towering cliffs where other rafts splash by above you. Wooden bridges cross overhead, and at the peak, you see all of California Adventure spread out before plunging into a twisting drop that soaks whoever's sitting backward. The ride has a 42-inch height requirement, and lines can stretch to 45 minutes on hot days, but it's easily one of the most photogenic rides in the park. Set in Pixar Pier's northeast corner, Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind looks like a cartoon come to life. Lavender clouds, bright memory orbs, and character statues smiling down from pastel towers. You board a round memory capsule and watch as it rises above a sea of spinning orbs. Below, joy waves cheerfully while anger scowls beside a pile of glowing red memory balls. The ride slowly twirls you in gentle circles, offering a panoramic view of Pixar Pier curving nearby, the Ferris wheel spinning behind. It's a simple, cheerful visual treat that captures Pixar's playful design language, perfect for families and kids. Toy Story Midway Mania turns you into Andy's toy, competing in a series of shooting gallery games hosted by Woody, Buzz, and the gang. The queue itself feels like walking through Andy's room with massive building blocks, crayons taller than you, and walls made of oversized game boards. Once you hop into your 3D ride vehicle, the whole thing becomes a moving carnival. You roll from screen to screen as Toy Story characters host a series of Midway games. Woody shouts encouragements, Buzz monitors your score, and Mr. Potato Head cracks jokes from a rotating stage nearby. Each digital booth bursts with color. Balloons pop, plates shatter, and virtual rings fly across the screen as you tug a string to launch projectiles. The visuals are bright, kinetic, and bursting with life. Loving the countdown so far? Hit that like button and the bell icon so that other Disney fans can find us. Now, back to the list. At Grizzly Park Airfield, you walk into what looks like an old airplane hangar. After buckling in, the seats lift and tilt forward, and suddenly the massive dome screen fills your view. You glide over snow-covered mountains, dip through the arches of Monument Valley, and pass directly over elephants on an African plain. Each transition fades seamlessly into the next. The Eiffel Tower lights up, Then the Great Wall stretches beneath your feet. And finally, you soar toward Sleeping Beauty Castle as fireworks burst in sync with the music. It's a travel montage brought to life through Disney-level cinematography. Average wait times sit around an hour, but it's one of the park's most visually stunning rides. Avengers Campus buzzes with futuristic energy, glowing Stark Tech panels, metallic walls, and a Spider-Bot prototype scuttling overhead. You enter Peter Parker's lab just as his experiment goes wrong, and the small robots start replicating like crazy. Once the mission begins, your vehicle races through the lab and into the streets. On giant digital screens, you flick your wrist to shoot webs, snaring rogue Spider-Bots climbing walls, dangling from ceilings, or crawling across Quinjet hangars. The environments shift rapidly from a neon-lit warehouse to a chaotic construction zone, with explosions flashing in every direction. Every room feels like an action scene, perfectly timed despite his commentary. Stretching across Pixar Pier, the Incredicoaster is impossible to miss, with its red tracks looping over the boardwalk and trains painted with the Incredibles logo racing by every few seconds. You launch straight into the story. Dash's voice counts down and the coaster rockets forward, weaving through tunnels where glowing figures of the Incredibles chase after baby Jack-Jack. One tunnel flashes with bursts of light as he teleports through walls. Another fills with flickering fire effects as he goes wild with his power. The ride tops 55 miles per hour, diving and looping across the entire pier before screeching to a halt under a giant archway of flashing lights. There's a 48-inch height requirement, and yes, the queues are long, but the wait is totally worth it. Mission Breakout took the old Twilight Zone Tower of Terror and cranked the chaos up to 11. The building towers over Avengers Campus, glowing with alien patterns and bronze pipes. Inside, Rocket explains the plan to free the Guardians, and the second you step into the elevator, everything goes off the rails. The doors open to reveal quick-cut scenes straight out of a Marvel montage. Star-Lord blasting aliens, Drax swinging through chaos, and Groot waving from the control booth. Then the screen vanishes, and the entire car plummets. Each sequence mixes projection screens with animatronics, flashing lights, and physical sets, giving you a real sense that you're bouncing between intergalactic scenes. The drop pattern changes every time, synced to a rotating playlist of classic rock hits. The wait times regularly hit 90 minutes for this one, so make sure you plan ahead. Finally, the crown jewel. Radiator Springs Racers is more than just a ride, it's an experience. You cruise through the world of cars, rolling past neon canyons, cozy motels, and desert scenery that looks straight out of Pixar's rendered farm. The journey starts slow, cruising through a desert canyon filled with rock arches and waterfalls. Then you roll into Radiator Springs itself, where animatronic versions of Lightning, Mater, and Sally chat and rev their engines with movie-perfect realism. Halfway through, you're lined up against another car. The countdown begins, engines roar, and suddenly, you're racing through twisting mountain roads side by side with your rival. You shoot past cacti, through tunnels, and over a bridge toward a photo finish finale. It's fast, detailed, and cinematic fun from start to finish. So, that's it for our countdown. Which one are you heading to first? Drop your pick in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Disney deep dives every week.